please.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Moment, Sam. I was wondering if you'd noticed Hartman doing anything strange lately. Sending odd mails, sleepwalking. You know I'm not the kind of person who enjoys spying on her colleagues. But when I finally decided to check the surveillance cameras, there he was, wandering around at night. If you see anything out of the ordinary, don't hesitate to contact me.
Blinding white, zero visibility.
Why? Almost there.
Good evening, Sam. Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted in...
Also,
Hello. You brought something for my... Can't say I know what that...
no.
There don't appear to be any major issues with the cargo.
Do.
My father will be relieved.
Oh,
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Sounds like we've got an emergency on our hands.
ezt még
You can accept the order by
izélhatom. Be se aktiválhatom, hogy szób le magad, te faszopulke.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
De rajtam, de érted, rajtam van a izé. Rajtam van ez a szupercipő, meg rajtam van ez a kifejezetten terepre igazodott exoskeletor is, és miért csúszok el?
So the adventurer was in this area when he last made contact with his son. See any sign of him, Sam? we have here, Sam?
Remélem megdöglött.
What a relief. He's still breathing.
Oh,
You can
basszom.
put him in a protective bag and carry him home. You know, he looks familiar somehow. Didn't we save this man once before?
What?
Right then. Let's hurry and take him to his shelter.
Mit ért az alatt, hogy mindent tettük meg ezt? Ez ugyanaz az ember, akit megmentettünk a izéktől? Hát szakadok rád, dögöljön meg, hát.
Seriously? Are you okay, Sam?
Anyád. És benne volt az első rész. Na ilyenkor, amikor gurulunk le, akkor nem nyomok semmit, ilyenkor vissza kéne tölteni. Almost there.
Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal to process your orders and requests.
Oh, csak 23%. Erre kurvára nincsen kell.
A little rougher, but he'll recover with some bed rest. You've been a
Már az akcentusa is idegesít. I'm being popped.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Much appreciated, Sam.
Na,
You should get plenty of rest. Frostbite can be serious. We have to make sure you're not showing signs. Another thing, we need to talk about Hartman's situation. Come and see me when you get back to the DHV mid.
Akkor egy csicska szar gecik. Rohadt csöves gecik. Ember. Miért esel össze? Holy shit.
Sorry.
Van áll, baszta. Így feltársi dolgom.
Hey, Sam. Long time no see.
Dead man.
It's me, your old pal, Dead Man.
Dead man.
Sorry if I gave you a scare. While Hartman is off conducting his near-death excursions, I am borrowing his body. My soul is normally confined to the beach, but for 3 minutes, I get to be here.
How's that possible?
Because he has my heart.
You're telling me that's...
My parting gift to Hartman, yes. Per his request, I bequeathed it before departing on my one-way trip to the beach. He put so much stress on his own that it had grown quite weak. If and when it failed, mine was meant to serve as insurance. But as you can see, he appears to have become rather attached to my heart. His finger never far from the proverbial on switch. Which is why I've been able to assume control of his body.
Akkor Deadman az, aki küldi az e-maileket. De...
It's good to see you, Sam. I told you in Mexico that someone had falsified BB-28's records. But in truth, it was yours truly. My intention was to leave no trace of a second BB-28 or of Lou. I wanted you to be free to live your lives, unburdened by the past. But then, well, everything changed, didn't it? You lost Lou and needed answers to make sense of it all.
30 seconds remaining.
So, I decided to access the network servers from within the beach. Security isn't as strict over there as it is here, you see.
So that was you?
That's right. I am the one who dug up the information about Lou's past. Your very own Hartman was me all along.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
Sam?
Oké.
What's going on? And where are we? Sam. Poor Hartman here is understandably confused. If you give us a moment alone, I'll explain things to him. Okay.
Igen, mi lesz a connection ugye azzal, hogy ott vannak azok
Well,
a...
I've apprised
azok a
Hartman of the
kötelek.
situation. It's not unlike my own
Moró.
experience. A soul finds itself in a puppet and then acts as a puppeteer. One's ka can reside in any vessel to which one has a strong attachment. Human ha or inanimate object. It makes no difference.
Sam, it's Charlie. We've received an emergency distress call from the Eastern Environmental Observatory. I urge you to access the Adventurer's delivery terminal and pick up this main order immediately.
It goes without saying, but I was not born into this world with this doll as my ha. Would you like to hear how I came to be in this condition?
Ja.
My darling wife was working as a nurse in an isolation ward. A luckless place which one day found itself in the path of a tar tsunami, a freak occurrence triggered by an ill-timed gatequake. Not a single person survived. No patients, no doctors, no wife. We just have to be careful. Hold on.
Hát de keményen.
Access to the site had been restricted, but we weren't about to let that stop us. It was my daughter's idea. She was desperate to see her mother again. Be careful. Take off your hood. Okay, hold my hand.
Oké, de a BT-k azok miért nem...
Mommy?
It's me, honey. It's me. In the end, it wasn't even her daughter that she remembered. Because it ended up here, in her doll. Stuck somehow. My baby girl would have been left here all on her own. So I liberated her. Forced her Ka out with one solid push. And she was free at last. Free to leave this world and go to where the dead belong. Just as I would have done, had I not gotten stuck myself.
Menj már.
I see. That's quite a story. Believe it or not, I've been looking all over for you, Mr. Spirit Medium.
As you can see, I'm of no use to anyone. I can't go anywhere. I'll be stuck here for the rest of eternity, that's that.
Want to come work for me instead? Yoha's no good to you now.
Huh. It didn't last long out of the tar. Poor old thing turned into a bog body in no time at all. You think you could bury them for me?
Az durva, geci.
They call me fragile. What do they call you? The Talon Man, maybe? No. Dolman suits you better.
If Fragile hadn't come looking for me, I'd almost certainly still be lying in that dreadful tar bog.
But your soul's trapped in that doll forever?
Perhaps. But if I could break free from this thing, maybe then I can be reunited with my daughter. When that happy day might come, I cannot say.
Ugye az durva, hülye vagy, meghalt a lány, meg minden, geci, benyelte őket a egész szar.
I did what any father would do. And she was free. Thank you for listening. But enough about me. As I mentioned before, I lost my wife to a tar tsunami. And after she died, she turned into a geyser. My daughter was unable to accept her mother's passing. She pleaded with me to see her again. As a medium, I thought it was within my power to grant her wish. So I gave in and took her to the hospital where her mother had died. It was the worst mistake I've ever made. I thought it was the right thing, and when we arrived, but it was too late. She had no memories, to be honest. My daughter's heart was... And eventually, I couldn't tell you how long... Looking for Fel... I wouldn't be... I dare say tomorrow may have mastered... She can complete the... It's been a boon for... No matter what misfortune may befall him, that adventure is... Is it a primal... Or perhaps he's become... Regardless of his...
Az jest. Nincsen macska. Az, hogy akkor sapkát vettem fel.
Pretty good.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Being near motherhood. Itt kéne valahol egy hotspringet találni. Itt egy hosping. Tudtam én, hogy van itt valahol.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Another one. Well spotted, Sam. The hydrologist will be delighted to hear about it.
Why? Nem értem.
Nice.
Construction progress now complete.
Sam, look out!
What the fuck? Menj már, bazd meg. Még lavina. Nyelvek keményen néztek. Low oxygen. Ha.
just a bit further now.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal to process your orders.
Oh, you actually made it. Right, right. Cargo looks to be in solid condition. I appreciate that. Truth be told, then go.
CJ Max.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
All right. Which means I can finally... In case you haven't... More instances of... You know? Should be all set to hold. Oh, I've shared schematic... Personally, Now would be a good time. By the way, seems something at the ghost... In any case, I understand. But that's why I'm hoping I can offer you stuff that'll be of use in hazardous conditions. Keep on keeping on me.
This is the President, Sam. Chiral network coverage has just passed the 75% milestone here in Australia. The next leg of your journey will take you to the southern part of the continent. Once the remaining regions have been integrated into the network, the manifestation of a new plate gate is all but guaranteed. Marshal your strength to overcome the final hurdles and make this continent whole again. We're all counting on you.
Sam, Rainey's not doing so great. It might be more of a mental than a physical issue, but I'm honestly not sure. Do you remember the doctor from the Motherhood? We think she should be able to help ease Rainey's anxieties. It was Tommen's idea. We already reached out, and she said we could come visit anytime. Since the Motherhood's within the Chiron network, we can use the Magellan to travel there. Once you've made it back to the ship, just head to... But if there's anything...
Sam, I'm contacting you via a different protocol. This private mode affords me a direct connection to you alone. It seems Drawbridge has reason to suspect that APAC may have been involved in the production of ghost mechs. This possibility concerned me as well, so I conducted my own investigation and reaffirmed that APAC's underlying technologies are iterations of an older Bridges framework. What I'm getting at, Sam, is that the guilty party is not APAC, but Bridges. Which is to say, the UCA may also have some involvement with ghost mech production. This would perhaps explain why firearms and other weapons have become commonplace on the Australian continent. The UCA's precursor, the United States of America, had a prominent gun culture. Though Americans first took up arms to liberate themselves from British colonial rule, they retained the right to bear arms so that they might defend themselves against future government tyranny. APAC has no such designs, of course, but Higgs has used factories to obtain weapons in an attempt to subjugate the continent through violent action. And so, the people of Australia have, in response, been forced to take up arms in self-defense. A distinctly American philosophy, and one which would appear to have spread to this continent. The more we seek to unite the people with metaphorical ropes, the more essential sticks seem to become. This particular situation is one that I feared might come to pass, which is precisely why I determined that it must not be the UCA, but a civilian organization which takes the lead in expanding chiral infrastructure. But if the UCA is indeed somehow implicated in these events, it may dramatically alter the calculus. I realize it must be vexing not knowing what to believe, Sam. Should I learn more, I'll contact you at once. For my part, I have a favor to ask. I must insist you not disclose that we've been in direct contact. There's no telling who may be involved with what at this stage.
Order completed. Well done. Order accepted. Thank you.
Hát a Magellán az le tud utazni. Ja. Pont nem tud most utazni.
Sam. Hydration recommended.
Ő ez így lelassítja az időt. Ja, most így alig fogy a izé. Energia. Várj, az a Lone Commander. Igen, nekem.